So I sauteed my veggies. Inside my veggies, this was going to go into my spaghetti sauce. I have added all these seasonings and pepper. I sauteed them in olive oil, and they're almost the way that I want them, because I want the flavor and juices to circulate in that spaghetti sauce. So I'm going to saute this. It's almost to the consistency I want it. And at the same time, I have my water with a little salt, olive oil, and I'm letting it boil on high. I got onion fell down there. And then when it starts to boil, I'll add my pasta. In the meantime, I'm cutting my sausage. I'm anal. I like to cut them like at an angle, like this. Okay, so my veggies are at the consistency that I like. And so, this is what I do. I add my sausage in, and I'm going to cook them in with this. Just brown them a little. And then I'll remove this, and I'll fry my ground turkey. I don't eat beef, so I have turkey, but you can use ground beef. If that's what you choose. So I'm going to let this saute so that the flavors can just go inside and integrate and wrap themselves around one another to the sausage and the veggies. So this is the ground turkey that I'm going to use by Jenny O. It's seasoned. And I'm not putting too much salt in it. So as you can see, I took the other sausage out, placed it in a bowl, and now I'm going to brown this in the same skillet. And the water is almost boiling for the noodles. So when it comes to a brisk boil, I'll add in the pasta. And in the meantime, I'm browning this. So I simply just use the spoon and kind of, chop the meat up a little and then let it continue to brown. So I'm going to let that brown, and we'll come back. So this meat was seasoned, but I still added a little garlic powder, a little onion powder, and no salt because I already put salt on the other sausage. And I use Lawry's seasoning salt. I love Lawry's. And a little bit of herbs I put in here, like, some oregano. As you can see, my water's at a brisk boil, and I'm going to now add my pasta. I prefer the thick pasta, and I like this brand, and I broke them in half. And what you need to do with this is you need to stir, because you do not want them to stick together. And I add olive oil. That prevents them from sticking. At this point, it's almost ready. Not quite. I have to let it cook a little bit longer, although I am going to cook it in the sauce for quite a while, because I like to make my sauce cook for a long time, because I like all of my flavors to integrate and marinate together. As you can see, the meat is ready, so I added the sausage. And I want all that juice to fall in there, because those flavors is what makes the difference. This is going to be put in one pot, because after my pasta's done, I'll clean the pot and I will add this into my spaghetti sauce. And it will cook together for probably about an hour on on a low flame. Today I'll be using Prego sauce. I don't always use the same sauce because it doesn't matter. When I'm done with it, it's going to have my own kick to it. I can use 99-cent stores, no name brand, and it's all going to taste the same because the way I cook it. So people can tell when their pasta is ready differently. Some like it softer. I don't like it too well. The old-fashioned way, they say, is to throw it against the wall, and if it sticks, it's done. Okay, it's done. Okay. So my pasta is done, and I am putting it on with cool water. Whoops, sorry, guys. Cool water, and just rinsing them off. I'll let it sit, and that's that. So everybody is a little different, but I add like a teaspoon of sugar because I do not like that bitter taste. That is just me. You don't have to do it if you don't like that. That is your prerogative. So I added my meat into my sauce, and I want all my good juice to fall in there also. Some people don't. I do. And I will let this slow cook for about an hour. Maybe 45 minutes to an hour. So I like all my flavors to integrate and just become aromatic. Oh my God, it's so good. And there you have it. And one main thing I forgot to tell you is garlic. I add my garlic later because I do not fry it because I like the flavors to be in there. So there you have it. And you put your top on it and just let it cook slowly for about, like I said, an hour. So once you've let it cook for that long, you can either put your pasta with your sauce, or you can serve the sauce on top of your pasta. I prefer to add my pastas with my sauce. Have a good day, and I hope it was helpful.